Okay, so welcome everybody. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so today is a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendships, family, and of two wonderful people who are in it forever. Tissue? Can we get some tissues? Tissues for all, I think. Okay. So much like a wedding ring, the lei is an unbroken circle that represents your eternal commitment and love to one another. The beauty of each individual flower is not lost when it joins together and becomes part of the whole lei. It is enhanced because of the strength of its bond. Leis represent unity, fullness, completeness. They symbolize the coming together of separate elements in synergy to make a whole, greater than the sum of its parts. Hawaiians contend that when the wind stirs at a wedding, it is the presence of their ohana, or family, who are physically absent. Those of you who are joining us from various parts around the world on the internet. Those who are physically absent but surround you at this moment with their love, support, and blessings. Likewise, in your marriage, you do not need to compromise or lose any of your individual identity and unique beauty, but rather through the nurturing care and loving support in your relationship, you will grow more fully into the special person you each fell in love with. And you don't have to have a ceremony to have a marriage. I mean, when you think about it, the whole thing is kind of weird, right? I mean, you're standing up on a stage, dressed all fancy, wearing leis, and being stared at by many people who've meant something to you throughout your life, you know, since you were 12 years old or known you since you were a baby. A marriage ceremony is an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, generation, and society. We all have thousands of moments that happen across the span of our lives, but this one is critical. We acknowledge its special status, all of us here and watching from home, acknowledge its special status by sharing it with you and others. But why this moment? Because despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. It is a great unifier. Our one universal truth, that no matter who we are or where we've come from, what we believe, we all know one thing. Love is what we're doing right. And that's why you're both standing here. And that's why you're all here to watch them and share this moment with them. We've all loved in our lifetime. Sorry. And it's at this moment that we're all reminded that the ability to love is the best part of our humanity. All of us here today have our own love stories. Some short, others long. Some are yet unwritten, while others are just getting juicy. And that brings us here, a time to pause and a time to look back and smile at all the moments that brought us here. A time to look ahead at all the moments that are still yet to come. And I'm here, we're all here in fact, because we all want these moments for you. We're here to hope with you, to support you, to remind you that love isn't always happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your own story. It's not one moment, not even this particular moment. It's the combination of every moment. Big ones like saying I love you for the first time, moving in together, getting engaged. But mostly it's the little things, like falling asleep next to each other on the couch, making dinner together, loving a sprocket dog together, binge watching Special Victims Unit together. These everyday moments fuse together into one big, full life experience. And even though this experience is so incredible, words fail us when we try and explain it. That's just the way love is. We're meant to experience it and not describe it. And in spite of that, trying to describe love is one of our favorite pastimes. We use words that we know to write poems and songs about love. And even though we describe love in so many ways, even though it is different from one person to the next, we all know it when we see it, and we see it here. So today, Jeff and Amber are going to share their vows of love to each other. You fell in love by chance, and you're here today because you're making a choice. You're both choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you and who makes you think. Someone who makes you smile and makes every day brighter. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of each other, to find happiness in the other. But there's a simple premise to each of these promises. You're vowing to be there. You're teaming up and saying to the other, every experience I'm going to have, I want you to be part of it. So, will you, Amber, keep Jeff, your favorite person, to laugh together, go on adventures together, support each other through life's moments, be proud, grow old together, adopt a new dog every 5 years together, and find the wife bonus, and find new reasons to love every day? I do. Will you, Jeff, keep Amber, your favorite person, to laugh together, go on crazy, wild adventures together, support each other through life's moments, be proud, grow old together, and find new reasons to love Amber every day?
I will. I do.
So together, will you both be each other's partners from this day forward? Will you bring out the best in one another, share your happiest moments together, and love each other absolutely for the rest of this lifetime and whatever may come next?
Yep.
Okay, so now for the rings. So, you've both chosen to wear rings as a reminder of these promises. People often say wedding bands are a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. But these rings did have a beginning. The stones and the metal were formed long ago, somewhere deep in the earth. And eventually a series of lucky events caused them to rise to the surface where someone dug them up. The metal was then forged, molded, and painstakingly cooled and polished into what we have here. Something beautiful was made from the raw elements. Ring exchange. So love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings, and through a combination of serendipity and effort, imperfect beings shaped it into something extraordinary. It's the process of making something beautiful where there once was nothing at all. As you look at these rings over the years, I hope you remember that you've just created something invaluable. And just as I know you'll protect these rings, I'm confident that you'll protect the commitment you've made to one another. So, to wrap this up, before we all enjoy our dinner, and maybe some dancing or who knows what, I want you to join me in celebrating Jeff, Amber, and love. Want to raise a toast? You may kiss the bride.
Thank you to all of you guys coming in from home, and see you soon.
Glad you could see this. Love you.
Tell me when we're shut down.
But,